Yo, YouTube, what's up? It's Exotic Sports back here today. And today we're going to be talking about the trade exception that the Celtics recently got for the sign and trade where they traded Gordon Hayward away. And some of y'all may not even know what trade exceptions are, so that's what we're going to go with first. So basically, since they traded Gordon Hayward and didn't take on any salary, that created a trade exception that they can use to trade for another player and not have to match salary. So if they wanted to get someone, for example, like Rudy Gobert gets paid 24 million, the trade exception is 28.5 million. They can trade for him. They just have to use the trade exception, and regardless if they have $1 million of salary or $20 million of salary, they'll still be able to get him. That's going out. I mean, but if it was someone like Bradley Beal who makes like 29 million a year, they can't just trade like Marcus Smart or a $1 million player or something like that to make it a match because you can't add them together. Yeah, the trade exceptions is its own thing, and you can't add Marcus Smart's $11 million and make it like a $40 million trade exception. You can't do that. It would be cool if you could, but nah, they're two separate things. So if they can find someone 28.5 million or lower that they want, and they are willing to take on all that salary, and even if they don't want to give up much, maybe just some draft picks, they can do that. So what does this mean? They can bring a very valuable player in, and it could be a 3-and-D player, it could be a big man, it could be someone that's gonna come and get them some scoring off the bench. It could be a lot of things. But one thing it is it gives them some flexibility, man. It gives them a lot of flexibility. And I've thought of three trades that they can do actually. All right, and number one out of those trades is I say they trade for Jeremy Grant. Now the Pistons signed him. Jeremy Grant got his bag, and I feel like they signed him because they're like, look, if you stay here, you're gonna be the best player on the team. But if someone gives us the right price, then shit, we'll send you out, get something for you, and you can be another team. And the Celtics could do just that because the Pistons don't need too much, man. They just want to, they need all the help they can get. They suck. They suck. Um, so what the Celtics could do is just use that um trade exception and then put in a first round pick and a second round pick and trade for the guy, man. And I guarantee you the Pistons would say yes. So, first round and second round pick, they would take it. The Celtics would take on is like 16 million for this next season, and that would be that. He would be an amazing piece off the bench. The Nuggets fucked up losing him, by the way. They fucked up. Jeremy Grant's a really good player. All right, on to the next one that I came up with, and that would be I don't know if anybody's really talked about this one, getting LaMarcus Aldridge, man. So I don't know how good he fits into this team, but I do know I love the idea of LaMarcus Aldridge coming off the bench. I mean, just think about it. Um, he's not your traditional 6-man come ins, off the dribble scorer, pull ups, all that. But he can score about just anybody in his face in the mid range area. He can post up. Not a bad defender. I just it's not really today's game, but I still kind of like his game in a way. I don't know. I feel like he's kind of he's a let's say he's a pretty tough guy, man. He always grinding and shit. He's not soft like some of these newer players. What I'm trying to say, he's not afraid to get the paint and shit like that. And I think he could bring some more toughness, more experience to the Celtics team, and help them maybe get to the finals. But the trade I'm really excited for, and you'll probably be excited for it too, is Rudy Gobert. Now I'm not sure how much they value Rudy Gobert, what they want, but all I do know is that the Jazz might not want to give him the super max contract, and if they don't want to do that, they want to trade him away. Now he makes below 28.5 million. He makes about 24 million. So I say if Jazz want to get rid of him. It'll probably have to be some type of 3-team trade, but I didn't come up with anything like that. But I do know Celtics could throw in what they could throw in Tristan Thompson, 2 or 3 first-round picks, and then maybe if a third team comes in and gives them um something else, and then I don't know what they could do, but they could work around something like that. You feel me? And if the Rudy Gobert ended up on the Celtics, just imagine, because they already had a pretty damn good defense, and they would be able to lock people up with Brown, Tatum, Rudy Gobert. I would love to see that, man. I would love to see that. So we'll see what the Celtics do now. Don't think just because they have it, they're going to use it. Danny Ainge is going to make sure he gets a good deal for him because he doesn't like getting screwed over. I mean, they've had so many draft picks for so many years, and he didn't even make that many moves. He could have got. Honestly, they had so much assets at one time. They could have had Kawhi Leonard, Jimmy Butler, and still kept like Jason Tatum. Honestly, uh, that they could have traded for a lot, but at the end of the day, he didn't do a lot of those trades. Teams tried to fleece him, and if someone tries to fleece him just because they know that he has the biggest trade exception of all time, he'd be like, "Fuck it, I'll let it go to the grave." Okay, well that's all I got for y'all today. Hope you have a good one. I'm gonna have a good one. See y'all. Subscribe and like if you don't mind too. Peace out.